Hello and welcome back to Good Game Nation, where we bring you all things TCG. My name's Preston. I'm here with Sam. Say hello.
Hello, we're back covering blue like we promised.
Or did we?
Uh,
This
50-50.
week, yeah, we're talking about Blue, Sakazuki, and the Navy tech that came out in Set 5. What are your initial thoughts looking at this set?
Yeah, so definitely have to talk about the leader first. Sakazuki's black and blue, really two really good colors. He's a discard one, discard one, draw one on your turn. Pretty good. When he attacks, he minuses your one of your opponent's characters. Doesn't require any Dawn for any of this. Pretty good leader effects. And I think the best card here, probably in blue and probably in the set, is going to be this ulti. When played, if your leader is just multicolored, look at the top three and then add one card to your hand. This could be anything, rearranged to the top or bottom. So it not only is it adding a card, it's actually acting as a scry as well a little bit.
Hmm.
And all you need is a multicolored leader, and they're only printing multicolored leaders now. So this is a really good card, and basically anything that can play it. I expect it to be a four of in most multicolored decks.
Yeah, and there's quite a few like blue decks that would benefit. There's Rebecca. I think I'm gonna go back to Sanji, green blue Sanji. There's got to be something we can do with him, right?
Yeah,
Um,
this Beast
and then
Pirate,
this,
so Queen.
yeah, blue purple Kaido and blue yellow Queen
Mm-hmm.
both benefit. The Beast Pirate ones benefit from it most because she's going to be searchable with who's who.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really good synergy for her card. But throwing this in Rebecca, why not? If you see it, you get to pick up a card. I'd love to pick up a card.
Yeah, it's a ton of information as well. It's just a really good has counter power. It's hard to find the real drawbacks on that card.
Hmm.
Other things that are very interesting. There's this 8 drop event card. Life is too much. Main place all characters with a cost 3 or less for the bottoms of the owner's deck. After that, both players discard their own cards, so that there are 5 cards in their hand. Um,
This card's crazy. I don't know if you play it. Like, I don't know why you're paying 8 costs to like minus yourself so heavily. Maybe this is building up to some crazy Navy deck with Kobe leaders or something, but uh, I don't know. It's such a weird card. Like, you might be able to do some crazy stuff with Kuzan from set two, and then you're clearing eights or less. Uh, but it's such a weird, like, that's still slow, fairly slow, I guess. It's an interesting card. Tell me what you think about it in the comments because I really don't understand it. But
yeah.
also, it's crazy strong while also being crazy bad. I don't know. It's a weird card, especially with this Kaido right next to it, which lets you draw a card and then remove a five or less. That's a pretty darn good card
It's
for
pretty good.
5 cost to draw a card and then get rid of a card.
It's not bad. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
definitely that's it's in the realm of playable, so it's
Right.
it's valuable. But blue has definitely got a lot of tech here. I don't think this is a set where you just combine all the cards and play. Not like red or green that we covered earlier.
Right.
But there's some good stuff here. This Garp is really cool. It's a 2K combo, draw two and then place two at the bottom of the deck. That's a nice like a tech option.
Hmm.
This Drake is a blocker, and it's also Peep. It's also got Beast Pirates. Shout out Queen and Kaido.
Yeah.
This Hina, if you have 5 or less, you draw a card. And then there's this Borsalino that's pretty cool. Blue and black have a lot of removals, so it's going to be hard to narrow it down to which ones we play, obviously.
Hmm.
Borsalino is going to require some setup, maybe an Aokiji attack to lower their entrance cost, then play him.
Hmm.
Maybe he doesn't get played at all because Kainu is better.
Hmm.
But this gives you the option to maybe get around Sabos that are protecting things from being KO'd, or some of these other pesky cards. They've definitely been popping up more and more. But it's just an option that Sakazuki now has, and I think that's what Blue gives them the most. So
Right.
many of these cards are very good tech cards. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of these cards that are like remove a three or less to your owner's hand,
Mm-hmm.
send a two or less to the bottom of your opponent's deck. Um, 2 or less to the bottom of the opponent's deck. And when you consider what black can do and reducing at the end game by 5 or more, you could basically hit anywhere from like 7s to 8 drops, or all the way up to 10 if you're really late into a game. So there's just a lot of utility in these blue cards that this new leader gets access to, which could make just an absolutely disgusting deck, because we have a Navy Searcher. So all of these guys should be searchable in one form or another.
Yeah. And I just love how universally good all these blue cards are. None of them say they need to be this leader or they need to be this. Other than the Avant set, I think blue has kept that theme. Maybe some of the Nami stuff, but some of the event cards are still pretty good. Like 3000 Worlds is very good, obviously, and that's getting played a ton. And then on top of that, we get this really good Secret Kaido, the 10 drop 12k. And if your opponent has 3 or less life, you draw 4 cards. And that's a lot of cards.
That's a lot of cards. You can do a lot, and it's a little scary because you're tapping out for this, but you're drawing 4 cards. You're gonna get a 2k counter in there, right? You're gonna have a lot of defense at this point, so you should be able to save yourself. And it's strong enough to where drawing 4 cards this turn is great. Playing it next turn, I get 4 more cards. That's pretty great. So it might be something that you can do over and over again, and you're drawing so many times that you're defending yourself just with your character counters.
If someone played 4 straight turns, played this Kaido on me, I'd probably just leave.
Well, how do you defend against that other than doing 4 straight big moms?
You play 2 Kuzans, and you play the card that makes them all go to the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
And then they have to draw 5 cards. They lose their entire plus. They're devastated. Yeah. And the artwork for this card is amazing. This drunk Brady blows up the mountain. I think that's what this is.
Yeah, I think he has an alt that's pretty nice too. That's not on the website yet.
I did think I see that. Yeah, we'll have to show that. But yeah, blue is a lot of tech here. There's a lot of good options for Sakazuki, and I think this is probably one of the highlighted leaders coming out the gate. This is someone that should be on your radar. This is going to be a pretty good deck, I think. And that is our color review on blue.
Absolutely.
Nice. That does it. Let us know in the comments, guys. Did we miss a card? Is Sakazuki real, fake, somewhere in the middle? Let us know. I think it's pretty good. I think that's the consensus on this side. Yeah. And if you're still here, consider doing the rest of the YouTube things, liking and subscribing. And we'll see you sometime soon for purple.
Yes.
Bye-bye. Bye. It might not come out.
Oh yeah, Aisho's good. And the giant guy that's at 8 drop 10k.
Oh, the artwork, dang it.
Yeah,
they look so
cute.
They look so goofy. Look at this freaking garb.
It's awesome.